Hello. Today, we're going to talk about how to attract a specific person. This can be somebody who you already know, somebody who you work with, somebody in your inner circle. This could be an ex. You want to get back together with them. Or this could be somebody that you haven't met yet. You just have an idea about the kind of person that you would like to be with. You just want a relationship and you kind of have an idea what kind of a person you'd like to be with. We're going to talk about that today. You can use this if you are going through a divorce, if you've experienced a breakup. But some surface level things first before I give you the steps to take. Let's talk about the people watching who maybe they experienced a breakup, you're going through a divorce. Just remember this. If the two of you loved once, you can love again. Remember that. A breakup can be a wake up. Maybe it's time to make some changes. And then the two of you can come back together again. Or, I don't know who's watching, but maybe it's not really a good person for you. Maybe you're going to wait a little while and you're going to realize, you know what? They were an alcoholic. They get into trouble with the law. I don't know what it is. Maybe this person isn't really good for you. Or maybe you weren't good for you. And like I said, could be time to make some changes. So we'll talk about that. There's a lot of different things that you can address to get this person to come back into your life, or even to attract a new person. So whoever you are, just keep that in mind. You've got control over you, and there's a lot that you can do with you to get your person to come back. But even if your person never comes, if it's a former lover, if that's the case, could be that the universe has something better in store for you. And I know you don't want to hear that. Nobody ever wants to hear that. But just be open-minded here, because what you want is the feeling, everybody. That's what you're after. You see, law of attraction works based on feeling. And you got to make it a very visceral experience that you feel in your body. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you some resources as well. So whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever your internal state that you're cultivating, the universe is going to match that. And that's what you really want. That's the secret, or one of the secrets, of the law of attraction. What humans really want is to feel good. You think this one specific person, again, if it's somebody that you know specifically, an ex or somebody that you are infatuated with, you think if I could get that person to come be with me, then I'll be happy and I'll feel good. And maybe that'll be true temporarily, but that never lasts. What you really are after is to feel good. Your mind has created a story telling you it's only this person that's going to cause that. That might not be true. So just be open-minded. And there's a part to this, one of the steps I'm going to give you, where you got to let go. You got to let go of the outcome, and I'll tell you exactly how to do that. By the way, I have used what I'm going to share with you today to attract a specific person, an ex. I've done that in the past. Years ago, I got her to come back. It worked. We were intimate. We were together for a while. It still didn't work out, but I knew that it worked. And I've also used this to attract a specific kind of person. I didn't have anybody in particular in mind, but creating a feeling and an internal environment caused the universe to bring me somebody that was exactly what I was creating, including a particular nationality. That's right. Somebody from a specific place in the world that I was trying to manifest. Isn't that something? So let's get into this. There's 5 steps. I'm going to give you a bonus step at the end. Very important. So stick around for that. The first one, of course, this is what everybody tells you. Any good law of attraction teacher, they're going to tell you creative visualization. And that's true. But why? Why do creative visualization? Well, it's because, again, you're trying to create an internal state in your body, an emotional experience so real that your body and your mind thinks that it's actually happening. You see, we humans are quite capable. Your body and your mind are literally manifesting equipment. You are manifesting equipment. That's what you are. Your subconscious is so powerful, it is linked directly into the field, the mental universe. Science is proving out that the universe is mind. And I'm even going to link a video down below for you with a mathematician, very highly respected. He works with highly respected physicists. He's a leader in his field, known around the world. And he's going to tell you flat out, the universe is mind. Most people don't realize this is where science is headed right now. So check that out. I will link it down below for you in the description. So this is why creative visualization is so powerful. And you got to do this. You got to do this, guys. You got to spend some time on it. I will even, after I meditate every morning, very important, after I'm done meditating, I get up, I light some candles, I kind of set an environment, I put on some music, and I spend about half an hour creating a mood, creating an internal experience, and I'll visualize what it is I want, right? Travel, abundance. Those are kind of my things right now. And it seems to be working. I just took a trip to Europe. I flew first class the whole way. Everything was paid. I didn't pay a dime. Very little money. In fact, I paid a little bit, but most of it was paid for by somebody else. And we had a good time too. It was actually a live event. I give a presentation in front of a live audience, which is another thing that I've always wanted to do. You guys, I'm living my life the way I want to do. And it's all because of this little routine I have in the morning. It's a creative visualization. I actually imagine myself playing that role. Humans are one of the only animals on earth capable of causing emotions at will. You just got to do it long enough and be patient, and the universe will deliver. That's all it takes. So spend some time on it. You have to literally trick your mind and your body into believing that you're experiencing whatever it is you want to manifest right now. So imagine the way that you feel when you're with your person. What would that feel like? I would even create little playlists of music. YouTube is great. You can create playlists of music, and they're long, a couple hundred songs. And I would play those at random, put it on shuffle, and think about what it would be like to be with my person. Feel the way that would feel. And do it a lot. Do it often. Not obsessively. Maybe like an hour a day. And imagine that you're actually with your person. Here's number two, focus on their feelings too, as though they feel interested in you, passionate about you. They want to be with you. They're laughing. Excuse me, the two of you are having a good time. Focus on their feelings as well. Create an internal environment that feels like you're actually living in that scenario. And like I said, 30 minutes, an hour, that's all you need to do every day. You can spread it throughout the day too. Don't obsess. You don't obsess, but create that internal experience and keep doing it. Be consistent. Don't stop until the thing shows up. Number three, send cues and keep the lines of communication open. So if you're trying to get somebody back into your life that you used to be with, make sure they know that. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to call them or send them a text message. You might just do something as simple as click like on one of their posts on social media. Don't do it a lot, just once, maybe a week, one a week. That's all. You don't want them to think that you're hyper focused on them. You don't want them to think you're chasing them. But you could click like on one once a week as you're doing your visualizations. If you hear from them, tell them hello. I hope you're having a good day. If you work with them and you walk by, that's all you have to do. Just say hi. Hope you're having a good day. Don't be weird about it. Don't be awkward. Don't be like, hi. Just say hi. Just nod at them. Subtle. Just be subtle. That's the key here. Let them know that the lines of communication are open. You see, communicating is the word, not talking. Because when you send cues to them, this is what I would call a subcommunication. Body language, all you have to do is acknowledge them, nod at them. Good morning, you see them in the elevator at work, whatever it is. Be subtle, don't chase. Number four, creating a void, creating a space in your life for this person as though they were actually there living with you right now. Serious. Maybe setting another dinner plate when you're having dinner at night. Moving to one side of the couch when you're watching TV in the evening instead of sitting in the middle. I know this sounds kind of weird, but here's the thing, guys. Nature abhors a vacuum. There's something called the second law of thermodynamics. You've probably heard of the first law of thermodynamics, which is called energy cannot be created or destroyed. The second law, though, is talking about a thing called entropy. And entropy is basically the dispersal of energy into empty spaces. So what happens when you create an empty space? You see where I'm going with this. And this works with the law of attraction. So like I said, the key to all of these steps is to not be obsessive about it, but to still do it. And subtly, gently, and with grace and with tactfulness, work these habits into your life as though you were really living that life with this person. Very interesting. One of the people that I attracted, the person who was a different nationality, was actually Russian. And I know Russia isn't the most popular topic right now, considering what's going on in the world. But what I liked about it was the women. Russian women are very beautiful. And I actually, this was a long time ago, I started learning Russian. I really got into it. Lo and behold, one day, a beautiful Russian woman, 23 years old. I was in my mid-30s. I think I was 37. She showed up in my reality and she really wanted me. And she told me in no unclear terms, I couldn't believe it. It really worked, guys, because I was really into it. I was investigating Russian culture. I don't really care about the government, politics, not interested. I know that's a problem, but what I wanted to learn about was the food, the clothing, their customs, that type of thing, right? And I was just kind of into it. And of course, it showed up eventually. I just kept doing it for long enough. And I created a void for the person I wanted to manifest as though she was really there. Somebody I'd never met before. And she showed up in my workplace one day. They parked her right outside my office. How about that? And this was before my spontaneous awakening, my spiritual awakening, before that ever happened. So at the time, I didn't really realize what was going on. Years later, after my awakening, I said, wait a minute, I caused that. Son of a gun. Guys, this works. And again, I've attracted an ex back too. I've done that. Number 5, letting go. Now, you might be saying, how? You're telling me to do all these things about this person to create an environment revolving around this person, sort of. But what I'm also telling you is to be graceful about it. Here's how to let go. Here's how to manifest and focus on something and let go at the same time. You're not really doing it at the same time. You're using time to your advantage, yes. It's something I call the Frank Sinatra principle. So there's that old song from Frank Sinatra. I think it's called Strangers in the Night. And at the very end, he goes, doobie doobie doo. Right, doobie doobie doo. There's doing and there's being. And here's the thing. When you are doing, being is going on as well. And again, this is the first thing. I've talked about this before on this YouTube channel already. I'm going to link down below for you one of my videos. It's kind of like a 20-minute quick master class. It's like a super high level overview, like super quick, but it'll kind of get you going. The basics of the law of attraction, how to get the law of attraction to work. Go check that out. I'll link it down below for you. There's also my paid coaching program available at my website, newworldallstar.com. Link is down below. Manifest your dream life. You can pay all at once. There's also payment plans. I take the total price, break it up into 6 payments, and you can get started right away with your first payment. And my friends, it's very comprehensive. So for example, this particular talking point, letting go, how to do that, what that's going to look like, it's all in there, guys. Over 30 hours of teachings. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Do, be, do, be, do. You see, being is your starting point. Consciousness is what causes, not thinking. Thinking and emotion is just something for consciousness to look at. But whatever consciousness is looking at, whatever it is focusing on, that will become your physical reality. That's how this works. So, do a little manifesting and then live your life. Do a little manifesting and then live your life. Being, my friends. And you're not being anything in particular. You're staying present. You're living in the moment and you're enjoying life just the way it is right now. And you're being authentic about that. You can't bullshit the universe. That's what it's all about. Time is your friend in this. You're creating a blend of energies. You see, the universe is so far beyond time that it's almost like it doesn't exist from the perspective of the all, or what you could call God, the universe, whatever word you like. But from your perspective, things are happening in linear order. From the perspective of the universe, what you're doing is one thing, and it causes one thing to show up in your reality. So just split it up. Spend time doing the practices and spend time living your life to the fullest in the present moment. Now, here's the bonus sign or step. It's not really a sign. Here's the bonus step. Some very practical things. You got to do the magic, but you got to do the practical stuff too, my friends. Here it is. Raise your vibration. Self-improvement. Things, simple things like exercising. You can go for a walk, go for a jog, just 20 minutes. You can get some inexpensive weights. Just go to the sporting goods store, get a few weights. You don't have to do a lot, guys. 45 minutes a day, that should do it. Audiobooks, it's okay to listen to music too. Be careful what you're listening to. You're listening to heavy metal, rage music, angry music, right? Maybe switch it up a bit. Audiobooks, alternate music, audiobooks, and listen to books that are good for you. Listen to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Or you could hop on Abraham Hicks' YouTube channel, or you could listen to my YouTube channel. Binge watch spiritual teachers. Eat clean food. That's another thing. Whatever that is to you, vegan, carnivore, keto, whatever that is, vegetarian, eat clean food. Get off that fast food. I know it's good, but clean it up and get enough sleep, guys. Sleep is so important. People really underestimate how important that is. 8 hours a night. Raise your vibration, guys. If your body feels good, if you're rested and you have enough energy, you're exercising, and you're not putting junk in your mind, the things that you're listening to, you're not doom scrolling, watching YouTube, right? If you do a good job with those things, is it going to be easier or harder for you to raise your vibration and feel these emotions and cause good emotions? It's going to be easier. So get started today, guys. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your week.